Welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. In this video, I'm going to bring you another episode of my day trading camp. For those that are new, showing you how to day trade crypto or Bitcoin and make big gains with tiny money. If this is sounding interesting to you, drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. I'm going to break this down with you. I'm going to update you on the charts and indicators and stuff and what I use. But just real quick, some of the people are in the US trying to do this, and you may need to use a VPN service. I think you can find some free VPN services. I'm not going to put any names in the info section just in case. But I do know things like NordVPN works as well. So make sure you grab a NordVPN service so you can come over to this site that we're going to be using, which is Palmswap, and then you can try this out. So just before I go any further, this is not financial advice. Please do your further research before you invest your money. That being said, in the last episode, if you missed it, go back and check it. I was teaching you about, or in the last 3 episodes, the first one we was talking about how everything looks, how everything works to help you understand what we're looking at. And in the second episode, I showed you this indicator, which is the RSI. And I set you guys up with the brackets, the golden opportunities of taking profits, and obviously buying, when to buy and sell. Now we're looking at swing trading Bitcoin with tiny money that can give you nice gains in the future. And obviously we use, or in my examples, I've been using leverage trading, so it can be high risk, but high risk is high reward. And again, we're playing with tiny money, so you're not looking to lose crazy amounts should a trade go wrong. And like I said, I'm not God. No one can always confirm that you're always going to get great trades, but the majority of the time, following this simple strategy seems to work well, and it seems to deliver great profits if you stick to it and remain unemotional and just focus on what you're doing. So, and a lot of day traders trade with bigger, larger money, thousands of pounds, and they can sometimes get emotional when they lose big money. And that's the secret, is trying to hold your emotions back and just focusing on a clean, simple strategy that can guide you on your journey. If you want to try this, the link is in the info section. Click it. It's just a link to this, the Palmswap, and then you can sign in with your MetaMask. This is a decentralized trading platform. It's powerful, very easy to use. You sign in with your MetaMask. You can send some USDT across. You click this plus button here, then you can add some USDT, right? It's all on the Binance Smart Chain. And then you can begin trading with it. Like I said, you may need to use a VPN if you're in the United States, but then you should be able to come over and have some fun with it and play about with some tiny money, make some nice gains. So just to recap, in my last video, I said to you about drawing these lines, which you should have now. And if you want to see it, go back to the last video and check it. You've got your green lines at the bottom and your golden windows of opportunities at the top. And basically, I was saying, anytime that we see the RSI dip into this green zone, it's going to be a fantastic time to buy Bitcoin. We are doing this on the 15-minute time frame. You can use this strategy on any time frame, the daily time frame, the 5-minute candles, whichever one you want. But we're doing it on the 15-minute because I feel that there's different ways. Like if you're sitting there if you're sitting on a minute time frame, you're pretty much staring at your screen the whole time. And I want you guys to be able to day trade and still go off and do things that you like and enjoy. So the 15-minute candle is good. You're still classed as day trading, and you can give yourself some time and let the price breathe. And not only that, you make more gains as well because the price moves are bigger within a bigger time frame than the minute. So this would have been our window of opportunity to buy, and obviously now we're waiting for the price to come up to this golden zone, which is up here somewhere. So, or the RSI. And once the RSI comes up to this golden zone, that's going to be your take profits. I have a Telegram group, which I'm going to be it's launched. People have coming over. Big up to everyone that's in there. The patrons, I can see you. If you want to see my alerts when I'm going to be buying and selling, because look, this would have been an alert, right? Bang, I would have dropped the alert here. And then obviously if they want to follow that, they can. And then I'll be dropping the sell alert when it comes up here. I can also make money on this by prices of Bitcoin falling as well as prices rising. So meaning when it comes up to here, this golden area, I can sell the Bitcoin price and then I can open up a short position straight after it if I think the price is going to fall. So then I'll open up a short position when it comes into this golden zone, wait for the RSI to come down, straight down to this green zone again, and then sell it. So you're in a constant loop of buying and selling on a daily time frame and making nice profits. One thing to be aware of though is divergence, and it usually happens when you're trying to short the market on an opposite trend reversal, meaning that if price actions going up and now the new trend is prices are going up and you're trying to short the market, you might find that you get this thing called a divergence. I can't see it here. It's basically when the price action is going up but the indicator's going down. Actually, here's a fine example. So let's have a look here. No, that doesn't really show it there. Just when price action is going up and then obviously the indicator is coming down. I suppose you can use this as an example for divergence. Let's have a look. So if I draw a line from here to here and then draw another one on this one here from here to here, you see that in this scenario, you've got price action going up and obviously the RSI coming down. That's a divergence. And sometimes people can get misled by that. And this is why it's good to have an additional indicator, which is what I'm going to show you today. I'm using an additional indicator, show you how to set it up. What am I using? Guys, I'm going to be using this. It's the Bollinger Bands. And I think you should definitely consider taking this on board, this indicator here, because just these two indicators alone can show us how confirm and set you up for greatness when it comes to opening up positions and closing positions. So let's just take this instance for an example. To set this Bollinger Band up, it's easy. You come up on here where it shows this little line, this little sort of like a price action indicator logo, and then you search BB. Is it BB? Bollinger Bands. You click on that and it should load up automatically. And let me just click mine so you can see what I've got going on here. What I might do is make this full screen and take away the RSI for the minute, because we're just focusing on this Bollinger Band. So when I click on it, you can see on the upper and the lower the colors are blue, like a lightish blue. If we go into inputs, you can just see the length is 20 and the multi is 2. Okay, so that's what it is. You can use that as well if you like. And what am I looking for with this when it comes to price action? Well, when I use it alongside the RSI, my RSI is what I'm looking at first. If I see the golden or the window of opportunity to be buying, I want to look at the Bollinger Band and see, is the price action outside of the bands? If it is, then that's a good time to buy. So those are my two signals. Bang, I've got the green, it's dipped into the green zone. And then the second one is the price action is pierced through this Bollinger Band, and this is a good signal to be buying. So, you know, that would have been a great position to be buying in anywhere of these candles that are outside the Bollinger Bands. And then what do? Well, you just wait for, you know, your alert over here. Look, so your RSI goes up into the golden zone, and then obviously at the same time as the golden zone, you want to see if the price of Bitcoin is piercing through the Bollinger Band. Here's an example of one, but you know, look, you got a piercing here, but it's not come up into the golden zone, which means that prices could very well go higher. Let's just zoom back, see if we can find a nice example of where price action was, you know, up in the, you know, let's just use this as an example. So this area is going to be a good example just to show you what I mean. So in the past, had we have been trading this in the past, we'd be looking for our key moments to come into a buy position. We would have seen price action come out of the Bollinger Band. Well, first of all, it would have come down into this green zone here. And this was our buy opportunity down here. We saw the price pierce, and then we would have bought here. Now, notice how obviously the few candles after, it went lower in price. But I'm not trying to time the bottom, because no one can promise you where the bottom's going to be. I'm just looking for an indicator and a signal that's going to give me strict trading, easy, clean trading, that's going to guarantee me some profits in some shape or form. So, yes, you could have very well bought this, but also notice there's a divergence. Look, so in the RSI, we have the dip. We buy it here, and then look at the RSI. There's a lower dip, but it's not inside the green zone. This is a fine example of a divergence. Look, and the price comes lower. So the indicator's going up, the price is coming down. It's usually, I think it's called a bullish divergence. I'll have to check that one to make sure. Well, anyway, this would have been my buy price here. You got two types of divergence, bullish and bearish divergence. This would have been the buy price here because it dipped into the green. That was my signal. I've seen the price action come outside of the Bollinger Band. I'm happy to take a position there, and I'm going to wait patiently for this RSI to come up into the golden zone and know when to take the profits. And obviously, as time's gone on, it's come up into this golden zone. And let's take a look at what's happened with the price over here. Look. So you can see the candles have peaked out, and this would have been a good time to sell. So what kind of profits would I have made in that? So I would have done a 20x leverage trade, or 10x, one of those, 10 or 20x, and I would have bought down here and sold pretty much up here. Now, of course, I could have sold higher, because the Bollinger, it came in the Bollinger Bands, went a bit higher, and it looked a bit higher there as well. But this is my signal. This is my cellular, because it's come into this area here. So here it says I would have made 4.6% a trade, but if I'm timesing that by a 20x leverage, look at this, 4.16 times it by 20, you're actually making a 83% gain on your money had you have done this trade with this simple strategy. If you're liking it so far, drop that like, give me a subscribe. And this is why it's good to have more than just one indicator, so you can get that extra confirmation of should you be taking profits, or should you be holding that trade longer. One thing that I like doing as well, which I'll probably show you when I have a next trade open, is when prices, if I open my position here and prices come up, you can use this thing called a stop loss, which basically when you can set a price where you want the stop loss to be. So let's say price, I see this pump here, prices come right up. I might set a stop loss here and basically increase my stop loss position. So meaning like when you open up a position here, your stop loss is probably down here somewhere, because you don't want it to fall too low, so you keep it down here. But when prices go up, you might say, actually, you know what, I want to bring my stop loss up, so if it does fall, I'm in profits. And this is what some people do when they trade. They keep raising their stop loss, so if it does have a fall, at least you locked in some sort of profits. So I would have bought, just real quick, so it's really easy to help people understand. I would have bought here. I would have set a stop loss around here, or maybe just a bit lower. Let's just say here, because I would have taken my position out. Sorry, I banged the thing. And, prices would have gone on. I would have seen that drop. It didn't close my position. It would have come back up. And then I would have seen price action I would have seen price action pierce up here, come straight up. Hold on, what have I done? Let me just undo this. I merged the price with the Bollinger Band. So then I would have now been able to bring this stop loss up when I see this green candle come right up like this and come even higher. So I would have taken the green candle, changed the stop loss position to whatever this one is here, a $16,000 price. And then I would have just said, you know what? At that point, I could either take the profits here, or I can then wait. So if for any reason the price in the future falls below it, then obviously that stops my price out, my position. Then that's it. I've just taken any profits from what I made from that drop to the pump to here. But if I had done that, notice how I could have just left my position open this whole time, and let the price ride the whole time, and then let it increase even more. And then I look for the next window of opportunity, which would have been this golden area here on the RSI on top of the Bollinger Bands, which is, you can see the price piercing out. So anywhere here I would have taken the profits had I done that, had I just let increase the stop loss and then let the price ride a bit longer. So this is why I like using two different indicators to do this. And obviously then you can, if you wanted to do the reversal trade, you can open up a sell position here. But then again, you're waiting for price action to come down into the green area, which is your sell target. But again, you have to be careful of these divergences. So it's always good to check these Bollinger Bands to see what they're doing. You probably could have opened a position here. Oh, let me just get the thingy. A position here, sold it down here, had a little pierce of the Bollinger Bands, but it wasn't massive. But it's a small, tiny trade. So I probably wouldn't have done that trade. I probably would have just waited again patiently. And obviously, going forward, where we are now, let me just bring it forward a bit. This is a fine example of where we could have done some trading. So let's just have a look. We've got an example here, but you would have been waiting a bit. So you've got an example here where the price comes up and kisses this gold area. Whether you had a position here already, let's just have a little look. Because no, it didn't kiss it. Usually I say if it kisses the green line or comes into the green line, it's a good time to buy. Some people still buy here, but I'm more strict. You know what I'm saying? It has to come into it has to kiss this green line or come into it for me to want to buy. But this would have been this kissed the golden line. So I would have probably done a short position here, which the price is about here, you can see on the charts. And then I would have waited for it to come down to the green zone, which then in the future would have been, oh, it's not doing it. So I would have opened a position here. And actually, by the way, let me zoom this in on the Bollinger so you can see exactly where I would have done it. So it would have pierced through the Bollinger Band. I would have opened a position here. And then I would have waited patiently for a drop if I'm opening up a short position. And obviously this would have been the future of where we are today. So I would have basically have closed my position down here for my short. So that would have been nice profits. Let me just show you where I would have opened and closed. So from here down to here, it would have been a 3.14% drop. But then you want to times that by 20x leverage, because that's what I do, 20x leverage, times it by 20. It would have been a 62% profit if you were short in that position. So guys, this is how you can use the Bollinger Bands with the RSI and make nice gains with tiny money. If you liked this, drop that like, give me a subscribe. If you want to try it out, because it's super simple to do with this strategy, again, the link is in my info section. Click it. It takes you to this page here, the Palmswap, and then you can have some fun with this. Play about. See how you go. You just connect your MetaMask. Again, if you're in the United States, you might want to use a VPN service. There are free VPN services that you can check out. So, check them out. See if it lets you connect to your MetaMask and stuff and have some fun with this. And again, the reason I like this one is because it's decentralized, or it's claimed to be a decentralized version of a futures trading platform, right? You got the Bybit and stuff, but there, someone at the top of the head of the industry or of that company owns it and is running it. So it's good to try a decentralized version rather than someone controlling, a big head on authority controlling what goes on that platform. So I'm going to leave it here. If you liked it, drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Thank you for watching. I will bring you more on this, and hopefully it can help guide you on your journey when you're day trading on Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Oh, before I go, if you want to become a Patreon, I've got 7 tiers. I recommend you should do. Let me find it. Hold on. Because they see these videos first, and then obviously they get prepared. If you want to be prepared as well, they can see when I'm buying, selling, staking. Come over here, check it out. This link is also in my info section. I recommend this one here, my exclusive VIP partner tier. It gives you access to all my posts. You can see when I'm buying, selling, staking. If you want to see my signals, my trade signals on this whole thing that I'm doing, this day trading camp, you need this tier, this one here, like the crypto VIP partner tier or above. So again, I'd still recommend this one because then you can see all the posts. This one just shows my buy posts, and you can go for this one, get all the posts. Or I've got another tier above, which is my CEO tier, and that gives you access to my VIP Telegram group, because in there magic is happening. You've got big money sharing great projects all the time, and they all know how to make money. So don't miss out on the opportunities that are being shared in that post, in that group. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.